Okay, so let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have just learned about what is SQL, we have it. What is SQL we have? What are the things you have to download, or Excel SQL developer, which I've already told you that you have to download. And I've already given you the link also how you have to, by watching that video, you can download. Links are also given in the video description. By using this, you can download SQL developer, you can download database, and then you have to link your database with your SQL developers. And then after that, we have start learning about our commands. So which command we have learned in the yesterday session? Only first command, that is called as create command. So we have learned about create command, and today we are going to learn about insert command. So in the yesterday session, we have already created one table with the name called geo_student. And in that particular table, I want to add these records. I want to add these columns we have already created. But today what we have to do, we have to just insert our records in our table called geo_student, which I have to. Table name can be any name. It can be your name, my name, but yeah, definitely in real time, the table names, we have more genuine names. We have it as per our client requirements. We have it. So here we are getting what the table I have created. I have created with this particular name geo_student. So in today's session, we are going to start with the command called insert. But before starting, let's have few questions. And then we can continue with our, I'm going to stop the chat because it's distracting me a lot also. So I'm going to stop chat and now we can continue. Yes, Sheikh Sahib, you can unmute.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm currently learning Salesforce.
Okay.
So this course will be useful for me.
This is SQL course. I have already informed in the last session, by just learning by using SQL, no one will get job.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
sir,
by just learning, let me complete also. Just by completing the SQL, no one will get job. It is just going to help you if you want to work on database. After that, if you want to go with some other technology, you have to go for that. Just learning by using SQL, no one will get job. Because right now in the current in the markets having it least value. Even a 10th class student can also learn SQL also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so it's not, by using this, you will not get jobs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After
okay,
that,
sir.
you have to go for some other technology, whichever is your requirement, you can go for.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, future of Salesforce.
Sorry?
How is the future of Salesforce learning?
I have no information. I'm not working in Salesforce. I'm working in cloud platforms. And as per our one, future in IT industry is all about cloud.
Okay, sir.
And because everything is going to move on clouds, but whichever the person I'm talking about with my friends or my friend's friend, whichever the technology they are working, they are saying our client is moving to cloud, our client is moving to cloud. So everywhere from last 6 months, I'm listening it that their clients are moving to cloud. Because future in IT industry is about cloud. And I'm working on a topmost 2 cloud platform. We have it, AWS and Azure. These are the topmost 2 cloud platform we have it on market. AWS from Amazon, Azure is from Microsoft organizations. So it's actually right way. If anyone is there or they want to start their career, create it in the cloud platforms. That is my suggestion.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Teja, you can unmute. In previous session also I have told guys, if you don't have any question, please don't raise your hand. Anil, you can unmute. These things are actually getting very disappointed. If you don't have question, don't raise your hand. Make sure If you don't have a value of your time, but please make sure other people are also waiting for you guys. Please don't raise hand. I'm requesting you again and again. Please don't raise hand if you don't have any question. Purushottam Reddy, you can unmute.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Purushottam.
Sir, I have a small doubt. In this Geo student table, we are entering student details, roll number as 102, 103. It is an integer, right?
These are records, we have to enter it.
Yeah. Suppose I have a roll number which starts in that they have numbers and text like 1586, 180. Which data type should we use for data?
Varchar 2.
Varchar. Okay.
We have used numbers, so we can only insert numbers. In previous session, we have discussed it. Varchar 2 data type we are using when we want to enter alphanumeric values. So in alphanumeric values, you can enter characters also, you can enter numbers also. Both.
Oh, okay.
So like I have taken for student name. Student name, if I want to enter, I can enter that.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with our today's topic where we are going to discuss about insert command. But before starting of this topic, I have one announcement here. I got information that a lot of students had downloaded the app, but when they have downloaded the app, they are giving some irrelevant names to their profiles. Someone has given 5678, 867, something like that they are giving it, or yoga with me, but whatever the different names. Make sure you are going to correct those names. Otherwise, system will generate the course completion certificate with that profile name. And that is automatically generated by the system and it cannot be changed after that. So make sure before completion of this batch, you are going to change your name. If you are not able to change the name, in that app, there is an option called chat box. In that chat box, just drop a message. Please change my name to this name. And it can be done only at once. So make sure before completion of this batch, you are going to change your name. Otherwise, with that same name, system will generate your course completion certificate. And that cannot be changed. It is not possible to change after that. Even if you change your name also, course completion certificate name cannot be changed. Okay. So in previous session, we have learned about create command, and today we are going to start with insert command. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the insert command syntax. Insert into table name, and then we have to use a word called values. And then after that, we have to open a bracket, and then we have to give the values. Value 1, comma value 2, comma value 3. Like this, whatever the columns we have it, we have to give their all values one by one. If the first column is there, then first column value, then second column value, and then third column value. So we have to give all the values whichever we as per our requirement. Now, what is the first value I'm going to insert? Yes, 101 ABC with the name and 8. Insert into table name. What is our table name? Geo underscore stu. Then we have to use a word called values. Open a bracket. What is my first value? 101. Comma. I'm going to use ABC. Second value, comma. 8. I'm going to close a bracket, and I'm in the end, I'm giving semicolon. Now I'm going to copy this command. And I'm trying to run this command by a shortcut called Control plus Enter, or I can press this button. But when I press this button, you can see here I'm getting an error message. Can you please confirm in the chat box why we are getting the error message? We have already discussed in previous session. Correct. Quota, single quotes. In previous session, let me open that PPT again. Here, when we are discussing about data types. We have discussed it the same thing here. If we are using it varchar2 data type, then the value whichever we are entering it needs to be in single quotes. It is mandatory. Same like for date also. Date we are not learning right now, we'll learn later. But for varchar2, the value needs to be in single quotes. And for our second column, the S name, we are giving which value? ABC. And we are using which data type for that? Varchar2. But that is why we are getting an error message, because we didn't give the single quotes. Now I'm giving single quotes. Copying the same command, pasting. Again, I'm running the same command. Now you can see here, I'm not getting an error message. What message I'm getting here? One row insert. It means system has insert one row into our table. So we have inserted one row. Same way, we have to insert second row. What is our second row we have to insert? 102, and here I'm giving XYZ, and I'm giving XYZ in capital letter. Earlier I have given ABC in small, now I'm giving in capital letters. Marks is 18. Given the second row, press Control plus Enter. I am getting it again. A message called one row insert. Here we are. Now, third one. (103). We have to give a name PER. P I am giving in capital, ER in small. Why I am giving in capital small, I'll explain you that also. I want to explain one point which we have discussed in yesterday's session. Done. So how many rows we have inserted? We have inserted 3 rows into our table. So this is what we have discussed about insert command. Insert command is going to help us to insert our rows into our table. We didn't complete our insert command. We'll learn more about insert command. But for now, I'm stopping the insert command because I want to show you another command. What is that command I'm going to show you? Select. Now, can you please confirm in the chat box, select command is coming under which type of sub-language? Correct. It is coming under DRL also, it is also coming under DQL. So both are same. You can go with DRL or DQL. Both are same. Data retrieval language and data query language. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you about select command. Why actually I'm going to show you select command? Because I have inserted these 3 records. We have to see those records also is actually get inserted in my table. How can I prove that these actually get inserted in my table? Okay, we are getting a message, but we have to see those records also. So we can use I'm going to show you syntax. Select star from table. Now, what is the meaning of star? Star means all columns, all rows. Star means all columns, all rows. Select star from my table name. Copying this command. Here. See here. I have given that command, I run that command. Here I am getting it. The 3 records which I have inserted, here I am able to see them. And now See that. ABC I have given in small letter, it is showing me in small letters. XYZ in capital letter, it is showing me in capital letter. PER, P in capital, it is showing me in P in capital. ER in small. Now, why actually I have done in previous session, we have discussed one line. What we have discussed it in the first slide, data inside, whatever we are storing in Oracle database is case sensitive. That is why I have shown you this particular point. I have shown you that. Whatever I'm storing in capital, it is showing me in capital. I'm storing in small, it is showing me in small. That is what Oracle database is called as case sensitive database. Commands are not case sensitive. Like if when I'm trying to run this command, see here, when I run this command, S I have given in capital, other things are in small. So commands are not case sensitive. Command you can give in capital or small, it doesn't make any difference. But yes, the data whichever you're trying to insert, that is case sensitive. This is a thing which I have shown. That is the reason I have given few things in capital and few things I have given in small. Next. Again, I'm stopping the select command here. Select command is very vast and it is one of the very important command we have at select command. We learn about select command in our upcoming session more. So right now, again, I'm going to start insert. Now, let's take example. I want to insert one more record in my table. And let's take example. I want to insert 104 with a name called ANK. I don't have that particular student marks. I don't have any information about student marks. So what should I do it here? Let me show you. Insert into table name, values 104, comma, and I'm giving ANK and I'm closing it like this. I don't have any student marks, so why should I give that details? If you want to clear your screen work, this is actually called worksheet. Here we have option, you can clear that also. Even if you want to clear this script output also, you can clear that also. I've given the command, I'm trying to run this. When I'm trying to run this command, I'm getting an error message. Not enough values. Why I'm getting the error message, not enough values? The reason is in my table, I have 3 records and I'm trying to insert how many records? Only 2 records. But I don't have any information about student marks. I don't have any information. How can I enter if I don't have any information? Now, in database, if you don't have any information regarding that particular row, that particular column, particular row, if you don't have any information, in database, we are using a keyword called null. Null is not a value, just a keyword. We are using it if you don't have any value for that particular row or the particular column if you don't. So, comma, I'm just giving it null. You can use for any column. By default, you can use this null keyword for any column. So right now I'm using for marks. See here. Now I'm getting a message as one row insert. Let's check our table again with select star from table name. See here. I'm getting what it is. And the null we are able to see, then the null we are able to see in brackets. If you are able to see in bracket, it means it is just a null keyword we have used. Here we are. Now, let's take example. I don't have student name. I have just 105. I don't have student name. I have just marks with 72. So if I don't have any value for that particular column, what we can do, we can use null keyword. So I'm going to use null keyword. Insert into table name values 105 comma null. Make sure you're not giving this null in single quotes. If you give in single quotes, system will consider it as a value in varchar 2 comma 70. One row. Now we'll check our table again. Select star from table. Here. The row which I have inserted, I am able to see that particular. But right now, how many columns I have it? 3 columns. So I can easily give null. But let's take example. In my table, I have 50 columns. And out of those 50 columns, I just only need to enter 2 values. It means 48 times I have to type null in my insert command. 48 times I have to write null keyword in my insert command. So is it a worth that I should give copy paste, or I'll do copy paste also, okay, for saving my time. But still it is worth that 48 times I have to give null? No. So we have another option also. So we don't need to manually write null keyword. By default, by default, database will give null keyword for those particular columns. So how can I give? Let me show you. Insert. I'm going to show you another syntax first. So what we have to done here, insert into table name, whatever the table name you want to, you have here. And then after that, you open a bracket. And you have to specifically mention that column name, for which you want to insert a value. Then call comma, then column 2. So whatever the values you have it, you have to specifically mention only those columns here. And then use a word called values. And yes, make sure whatever the column name you're writing it number 1, that particular value you have to give first. Then whatever the column 2 you are giving it, that particular value you want to insert. So by using this, you don't need to write null keyword in your insert command. Whatever the pending columns we have it, our database will automatically give to that null keyword. Now I'm going to use the same thing. I'm giving it 106. I don't have student name. I have just marks. Let's say the marks is 46. And I'm going to use this new syntax. If I'm using this new syntax, then what about my student name? By default, our database will give it null keyword. Column name. I'm first giving it roll number. I'm first giving roll number. So make sure in value 1, I am giving roll number. But if I give marks here first, so make sure in value 1, I want to give us marks. So make whatever the column name is there, that value we have to give to. Roll number, comma, marks. Values and 106, comma, 46. Done. We have given. And now I'm trying to run. See, I'm getting a message, 1 row, insert. Now again, I'm going to check the table. I'm getting the record which we have. So here we are able to see the record which we have inserted by using this new syntax. Now let's say I'll go with one more 107 with the name MNO. I'm just giving this name. I don't have any marks. Okay, let's say I don't have any roll number. I have name, I have marks. Insert into geo underscore student. Student name, comma, marks, values, MNO, comma, 56. I don't have roll number. So I'm not. So by default for roll number column, database will update the null keyword. One row insert. Check our table again. See. Here we are. So this is the second syntax we can use for our inserting the rows into our table. This is what we can do. Now, let's have few questions and then we can move forward with our select command. Anyone have any question regarding this insert command or basic whatever the select command we have discussed it? If anyone have, please let me know. Yes, Madhu, you can.
Yeah. Are you able to hear me, Ankit?
Sorry?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you. I'm not able to hear you now. I'm not able to ask.
I would like
hear
to
you.
thank you for. I would like to thank you for giving this session. I'm just into basic Azure data engineering. Is this our training will be helpful for me to get basic understanding about this?
This is going to be understand about databases.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Baswaraj, you can unmute.
So actually, I'm not getting any WhatsApp chat link.
In previous, did you attend first previous session?
Yeah.
I have already informed you can contact my team. Based on that, you can go forward.
Yeah. Anyone no lifting call, sir?
I have told you to not to call. I have told you to send a WhatsApp message.
Okay, WhatsApp. One more question, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. How to download these SQL files, Oracle data?
You can get in our app.
Okay.
Which thing you're talking about? Oracle database?
Yes, sir.
We have shared one YouTube video with you yesterday session. And
Okay.
it is the same video even we have shared in our WhatsApp group also. In that video description, it is there.
Okay.
How to download that SQL, even that you
Yes.
have
How
to
to
watch.
download the file link, sir?
I'm talking about file link also. You have to check that particular YouTube video. And in this below one, you are getting that link. I'm sharing the link again in the chat box. In the video description, you will get. Let me open a video also for you and show you that. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just a minute. Don't end the, just a minute.
Okay.
This is a video which I've shared with you. This is the video. In that video description, the links are given. So you have to download SQL Developer, Oracle Database, SQL script. Okay. Then you have to run and watch this video, 9 minutes video. Based on that, you can learn how to download. Okay. And if anyone is not in the WhatsApp group, you can contact my team on based on the WhatsApp. Based on that, you can add it in. Yes, Athani, you can unmute. Madhu, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Ankit, I already discussed with you. I'm clear. Thank you.
Yes, Prashant, you can unmute. Prashant, you can unmute yourself.
Well, sir, in the case of varchar 2, if there is a space between the first name and last name, will it allow?
Yes, it will.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Srinivas, you can unmute. Those people has raised their hand, guys. Wait for your turn. Those people has raised first term and they are getting first chance. So just wait for your turn. I'm trying to talk with everyone. Parameshwar, you can unmute.
Uh, Thanks for giving chance. I have one doubt. Actually, let's say if you define as not null and if we are providing only two values, what it will save? Let's say the
It is
case
getting
with
error message. Na? We have seen this thing. Na?
yeah,
We are
but
getting
not
error
null,
message.
not null. No. If we define the table like not null and we are passing
We are
only
talking
two
about
values.
constraints, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
We didn't learn about, so you have to wait for constraints.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, so wait for constraints, we'll learn that also.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Bhavna, you can unmute. Okay, I'm getting one question from a lot of students in the chat about they're asking that if you want to insert multiple records in a single way, it is possible only by using TLSQL, not by using SQL. In SQL, there is no option to insert multiple records in a single go. There is only possible by using TLSQL. Yes, Bhavna, you can unmute yourself. Fatima, you can unmute. Munir, you can unmute yourself.
I have doubt of this class, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Munir, I'm able to hear you.
I have of inserting the command. I'm getting error starting at line 1 in command error report.
Yeah, did you turn on your speaker, please? Turn off your speaker and speak with me after that. It's quite difficult for you to understand what you're saying.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear
Sorry?
me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I'm able to hear you.
After putting the command insert into GeoStudents, I'm getting error starting at line 1 in command like that.
Which command you are using right now?
So insert into GeoStudent values 104 A and K null. I'm doing samples and doing in the screen.
Did you give that value whichever you're giving in single quotes?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So how, without checking, it is not possible for, send me the command in the chat box now.
Okay, sir. Yeah. I'm getting this error.
Is this your command correct?
The command is the one, this one, sir.
Let me just, I have copied it, let me paste it.
This is the thing.
Okay, now I am getting it. Insert into student, geo student values. This is the one we are getting an error message. What is that error message?
Error I'm getting. This one.
Did you create a table first?
Insert in the table. Yeah.
This, okay. I'm copying in the chat box your error message and read this error message.
Okay, what to do, sir? This one.
Can you please read it for me?
Table of view does not exist.
So what is the meaning of that? It means your table is not exist. You didn't create a table. Without creating a table, how you can insert a row? Okay, let's do one thing here. I'm trying to insert a row in a table called Ankit. Okay, the same record. I didn't create a table with the name called Ankit. Is it the same error message you are getting it?
Yes. Same error. Same.
You are getting an error message because you didn't create a table. You directly try to insert a records into the table.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first you have to create a table. That is what we have discussed in the previous session. Watch the previous session recording first.
I watched everything. I did done the all the installation, everything complete. Only the
You
table.
have,
Yeah, table I missed. Yes, yes.
if you have money, if you have completed the yesterday session video, if you create a table, how you get that error message?
Okay, okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
make sure you create a table first. That is, and SQL training is that one. If you miss one session, you are not able to understand next day topic.
Okay, sir.
It is interlinked every day. So if all 15 days is interlinked with each other.
Thank you.
Okay, so make sure after that you're watching the recordings also and you're practicing it. Every session is interlinked with each
Okay,
other.
sir.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to start with our another command, select. We have already learned about the basics about select command. There we have discussed about how we can see the records. We have seen this thing. Select star from table. This is what we have discussed it just now. Now I'm just going with the same one. And I'm turning off the chat also now. Now when I run this one, I am able to see the records. Now what is the next thing we have to learn? With star, I have already informed you what is the meaning of star. Star means it will show all column, all rows to us. But let's take example. I don't want to see all columns. I just want to see only two columns, roll number and student name. So what we have to do? Select, I'm first showing the syntax. Column name, comma, column 2. Means whatever the column you want to display, you have to give that particular column names by using comma separate. From this is a syntax you can use, and you can specifically see those table whichever you want to see. Particular columns you can see. Let's say I'm just going with roll number, comma, marks I'm going to show you. From what is my table name? G underscore. See. So when I'm giving the star, it will show all rows, all columns to us. But when I'm specifying the few column names, it is showing me those specific column records. I can do like this also, select marks, comma, S name from G underscore student. So whatever is my requirement, based on my requirement, I can specify those column names, and based on those column names, it is going to show us the record. Here. So with the help of this one, we are able to see only those records, whichever we want to get. So this is how we can see few columns. Now here what I have shown you, I have shown you few columns here. But now I'm going to show you, I want to see specific row. How we can see specific row, that's what we have to learn now. To see specific rows, we have to use an option called clauses. We have multiple types of clauses. We will discuss that also in the upcoming session. I'm going to show you the first clause, that is called as where clause. One of the very important clause we have it in SQL. So I'm going to show you the where clause. So how we can use this where clause? Let me first show you this sentence. Select, you can use star or you can use column name, whatever is your requirement based on the data you want to see, you have to give that particular option. You want to use star if you want to see all column. If you want to see specific column, you can give that column name by using comma. From table name. After table name, we have to use a word called where. After where, we have to give our condition, based on which condition you want to see the rows. That particular condition we have to give here. Right now, my table name is select student, my table. I want to see those student details which is having marks. So 80, let's say with 80. Yeah. This is what I'm going to. And I want to see all columns. Select star from table name where marks, I'm giving the sign, whatever I want, and I'm giving it. See, only one student have marks greater than 80 we have. You can see that also here. How many students we have it? Only one student with 102. We are able to see that particular student record where marks is greater than 80. So I'm giving my condition. What is my condition? This is my condition which I am giving it. Based on that, I'm able to see my records here. Now let's say I'm just giving it now less than 1 also. I have total 4 records where student marks is less than 50. Oh, no. Equal to also we can see that. Yes, we can see equal to also. One student having marks equal to 80, we are able to see. So based on my condition, whatever the condition I have given it, based on my condition, I am able to see my records. Now, right now I've shown you with number data type. Now I'm going to show you with student name. So select, if you want to see specific column, you can give that also. I'm just giving it star from table name where, what is my column name? Student name equal to, I want to see the student detail which is having name ABC. It is showing me invalid. Why it is showing me invalid? What is the reason behind? Can you please confirm in the chat box what is the reason behind I'm not able to see the record? I have a student. Table name is correct, Geo student. I have a student with ABC. I'm still not able to see. The reason is single quotes, which we have discussed in earlier also. So make sure when you're practicing, you are not doing these mistakes. I'm able to see that particular record. Here we are. Now, let's say I want to see one more student detail with the name called XYZ. We have one student name with XYZ also, that is 102 student. (102) we have. It is not showing me any row. Why it is not showing me any row? What is the reason behind? The reason is case sensitive. Oracle database is case sensitive, which we have discussed it. And right now what I have given it, XYZ in small letter. But in my table, XYZ is mentioned is capital letter. So we have to change here to X. Now I am able to see the record. This is how we can see the records with our characters also. We can see the record by using our number values also we can see. There we are. So this is how we can see the where clause. And we have already discussed it. The data, whatever we are storing it in database, in Oracle database, it is case sensitive. I'm specifically using a word called Oracle database whenever I'm using a word called case sensitive, because we have already told you in market we have a lot of databases and all databases are not case sensitive. If I talk about Microsoft database, it's not case sensitive. Oracle database is case sensitive. That is why I'm using specifically using a word Oracle database every time. Okay. Now I'll show you some more things with our select statement. Here we have seen about where clause. We have still more clauses that we'll learn in our upcoming session. Now, in our select statement, what we can do is we can do arithmetic calculations also. In my database, I already have one predefined table that is called as EMP. And this table we are going to use in our upcoming sessions for our training purposes. That is why the YouTube video which I have shared in that one script which I have shown you in that video, in that script, this table details are already there. So make sure you create this table, because this table we are going to use for our learning perspectives. Now, I have a table with EMP. This table I'm going to use right now. In this table, how many columns we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 columns and 14 rows we have. 8 columns and 14 rows we have. I don't want to see all columns. I want to see specific few columns. Let's say I want to see employee name, e-name, and their department number. Employee number, comma, e-name, comma, department. So these 3 columns which I want to see, I have just given them. Where? So not where, from EMP. I'm getting records, 14 records I'm getting. In this also, I want to filter the rows right now. What I want to do, where salary greater than 2000. See, let me just go with the table. We have few tables, few employees, which is having salary more than 2000. So now after that, what it is going to do, it is going to filter my rows. Earlier, we have seen specific columns. Now from those specific columns, I am going to filter my rows. This is what we have discussed just now. Earlier, we are getting it 14 records. Now we are getting it only 6 records. In this one, if you want to add more columns, we can add that. I can add comma, sal. Like this also I can add. See here. Here I can see their salaries also. So whatever the salary which is having greater than 2000, we are able to see only those records, and their total 6 employees. We have it in our there. Now, what I want to show you, I'm going to show you about arithmetic operations. In our select statements, we can do arithmetic operations also. These are some basic type of calculations we can do in our select statement. Right now, I am getting it the salary of my employees as a monthly. This is monthly salary I'm getting. I want to see their yearly salary. So what I'm going to do, let me show you that. Select the employee number, comma. I don't want to see all columns. I'm just giving sal multiply by 12 means 12 month salaries. I'm getting this is per month salary, so I'm getting it 12 month salary from EMP. Is this column available in our table? No. This is I am doing the earth calculation here in my select string. And here I'm getting their 12 months salary. So after doing sal multiply by 12, we are able to see their 12 months salary here. So this is we can do, you can do plus, multiply, minus, divide. The basic calculation which we have it, we can do in our select statement right now, like which I have done it for multiply. This is earth, we can do basic things. These are called arithmetic operations in our SQL. Now I want to show you one more thing that is called as column alias. Now what is this column alias? Column alias is related with this particular statement. Now let's take example, you're having a requirement, your manager is saying that please show me this data of employee annual salary. You have shown this data and you can see here what is the column name? Sal multiply by 12. This is my column name. Here also it is showing me the same, whichever I have given there, it is showing me the same column name here, sal multiply. Is it a good thing which I can show to my manager? The column name is sal multiply by 12? No, it's not a good practice that we can show our managers and our high authorities this type of column names. We always need to have a proper namings to our columns. So whenever we want to give proper namings to our column, like this, whichever I'm getting it, we can use an option called column alias. What is this column alias? Column alias is a process to provide user-defined column headings. It's just a user-defined column heading. It's just a temporary purposes. System is just going to change the heading of your column under your select statement. On temporary basis, it is just going to do. And how it is going to do? After that, whatever your column value you have given it, give one space, and then you can give your value, whichever the value you want to. I'm just giving it annual underscore sal. See, the column name has been changed, and on temporary basis, just going to do under my select statement. So this is actually called as column alias. But this is a temporary column which I have done it by using this calculation also. But in my EMP table, employee number, e-name, salary, these three columns are permanent actually. Can I change their name also on temporary basis? Yes, on temporary basis, I can change their name also. It is only going to change under this select statement, not in my table name. Just give one space and use whatever the word you want to use. I'm using salary. See here, in my select statement, system has changed the column alias, the column name, temporary they have changed in my select statement. Is the same thing happen in my table also? Let's see in our table, select star from table name. No, in table name it is still same sal, because this is just a on temporary basis we are changing it. So whenever we are changing the column name on temporary basis, that is called as column alias. Now for column alias, actually we have two syntax. This is one syntax which I have shown you. Work is same with both the syntax. One syntax is give one space. Other syntax is, let's say here I'm giving full name. You give one space, use a word called as, and then whatever the name you want to do. So both the syntax work. The first one will also work, or you can use a word called as, that will also. So whichever you feel comfortable, you can go over any syntax. Stay here. Key name has been changed to full name. So this is how we are changing the column names temporary in our select statement. So this we have learned about select command. We have to learn a lot of things in our upcoming session like operations, functions. Those things also we are going to discuss in our upcoming session. I got few more questions here. The question is, if I want to update my records, how we can update? Don't worry guys, we have to learn a lot of things. We have to learn about update command. That is coming under DML, which we have discussed in yesterday's session. So still long way to go in this SQL. This is just a very basic we have started. So we have just learned about only two commands right now. Today, one we have discussed yesterday, create, insert, select. Regarding select command, we have to still long way to go. In select commands, we can do a lot of things, but yes, slowly we are going to learn those things in our upcoming sessions. So let's have few questions, and with this, I'm going to end the session. Yes, Akshay, you can unmute. Fatima, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Am I audible?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, if I want to like iterate 50 times, like you said, so how are you gonna do that? Like, for example, in the table, I need to have 4 columns, and each time repeating with the increment of +2 as a roll number.
It is not possible. That is with normal, it is not possible. For that one, we have to learn sequences and all that. Even right now, I'm entering it roll numbers manually. With sequences, the system will automatically enter our roll numbers also.
Okay.
Or whatever increment we have to give, we can give that based on our record. So you have to wait till last sessions. This thing.
And so, is it possible, like, to give multiple, like, at once? For example, we want to just not the incrementing function, just simply we have to enter 100 records. So, is it possible at one go?
100 insert commands at one go.
Yeah,
it is possible by using PLSQL.
Oh, okay.
Not by using SQL.
Okay.
By using PLSQL, yes, it is possible.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Anirudh, you can.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, if we have multiple database, so how to activate the database? Sir?
How to activate a database? Whatever the database you're installing it, you can just go for that one. Like, did you watch that video which I shared with you? In that one, it is going to install one database only.
Okay. So, for example, I want to create 2 databases like Oracle and Oracle plus like that. I have created 2 databases and
I don't know, but actually tell you one thing, installing a database is not your task, it is DBA jobs. So, but whatever the video I have very basic knowledge about installation about part, that video, that is why which I have created. So watch that video and based on that, you can install it in your system.
Sure, sir. So my other doubt is, so for example, here row number 8 is Scott. So I want to see the data of only Scott, row number 8. So how to do that select from that, sir?
You know the full name, you know the name Scott. You can use where clause, the one which we have used.
Okay.
By using where clause, you can see that a particular row, whichever you want to see that.
Yeah, means I want to see only row number 8. That's it. So I don't.
You want to see roll number 8, or you want to see the Scott details?
Row number 8, sir.
So regarding row number 8, you have to wait. We have to learn more things for that.
Oh, okay, sir. Got it. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes, Ranganath, you can.
Hello.
Yes, Ranganath.
Sir, actually, I have installed the link, sir, but it is not displaying the same like you, sir.
It is not showing me which Scott it is showing you.
the same screen is not, that is some different screen it is showing, but your screen is different showing.
You have to connect to your database. Now, after that, here we have that option. You have to connect your database. You have to click the plus button, whichever you are getting, you have to click to that one.
Yeah, but I have downloaded, but it is not showing like that. That's the reason.
Just check that one. Based on that, you can just install and you can do that. You are using which Windows?
Sir, I am using Windows 11, sir.
It needs to be same. So in Windows 11 also it is same. So just check that one. Definitely it will show you that.
Is there any possible to connect any disk, sir?
No, sorry, not possible.
Okay.
This is a complete free training. We are not charging you just ₹1 for the recording. We are charging, so it's not possible for me to connect with every student and go for that.
If there is any possibility, I am asking. Okay.
No, it is not possible.
No.
That's why I'm giving you a reason also behind that. Also, it is not possible to connect with every student. Quite difficult for me to do my work and other things.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sri Ram, you can unmute. Sri Ram Vikas, you can unmute. Okay, I tell you one more thing, guys. I just got information from Logical Apps. There is no possibility to you can change your name. You can't change your name. So log into your mobile app. In that mobile app, you have a chat option. Just drop a message. Please change my name to this name. That's all. Whenever they see your message, they will change it. You don't need to send them reminders multiple times. Please change my name. Please change my name. Just drop a message. Please change my name and whatever the name you want to go. And it will change only at once. So make sure you're giving the correct name, whatever the name you want to go. And then whenever they see your message, they will change your name. And if those people don't install the app till now, make sure whenever installing, you are giving the correct name. Yes, Mahbub Sharif, you can unmute.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, this is sir in fresher level. This is sir. हम लोगों को fresher level में ये syllabus खत्म बस ना sir. Hello.
It's just a SQL training, Mahbub.
Yeah, sir. In fresher level, this syllabus is enough, na sir.
Even a fresher, SQL is sufficient. But for a fresher also, even for experienced person. This is just a SQL. The SQL is sufficient. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, Ismail, you can unmute.
Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, I would like to ask you, I'm from mechanical background and I just started learning SQL and AWS also. Is it sufficient to get a proper job? Or
after that, AWS, go for DevOps also.
Go for DevOps.
Yes, then you put some experience and then you can go for it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Bharat, you can unmute. Naresh, you can unmute. Yes, Naresh.
Yeah, while inserting the statement, if you want to insert the statement, insert into the records, if you want to insert the email at the rate of gmail.com, like that.
You want to use varchar to data type.
Okay.
Because it is whatever we have discussed it, under that you can use alphanumeric values, you can enter.
Alphanumeric.
You have to use varchar too.
Okay. Thank you.
Ravi, you can unmute.
Yeah.
Dave, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, sir.
Yes, Dave.
Actually, I want to add one more column, sir, permanently. Is this possible?
Yes, you can. If you in the existing table, if you want to add, you can add that also by using an alter command.
Okay, sir. Okay.
We'll
Thank you.
learn that. That is a command we have to learn.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
And I think you are from my you are from my
AWS.
AWS batch.
Yes, sir. 93 batch AWS.
Yes, I remember it. Thank you, Dev.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Alavodi, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Professor. I just want to ask, if we finish this program, are we going to be called Oracle Database Engineer or Oracle Database Analyst?
If you want to go for that one, you have to learn PLS skill first. If you want to work more in Oracle, first you have to learn PLS skill. And then after that, you can learn more technology, whatever is your requirement. You can go for Oracle applications. You can go for ETL tools. Whatever in Oracle, they have a lot of tools, you can learn that. And even BA Publisher tools also, JBA tools also they have, you can go for that.
Oh, okay. But when we finish this program,
sorry?
When we finish this program, we are going to be called like database analyst.
No, yeah, that's why you have to learn for data analyst, you have to go with SQL and PLS skill.
Okay.
After you have to go with advanced level of PLS skill, and PLS skill is so much advanced, you have to go for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Narayana, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, you have said that Oracle is case sensitive, right? What is the main reason of being
case sensitive?
Yeah, what is the main reason of it?
Narayana, how I know that? What is the reason behind why Oracle has created that database? So they have given that information to us. They have created a database. Whatever I am storing it, you have seen that one. And Microsoft is not a case sensitive. Can you tell me why Microsoft is not case sensitive?
No.
No, we don't know the reason behind it. So whatever they are doing it, we have that information.
Okay.
Okay. There is no very specific reason that why they are not giving case sensitive, why they are giving. There's no specific reason for that. Oracle database is case sensitive, which I've already informed you.
Okay. Can you say what is the use of it?
I don't know about what is the use of this. How can I know these things, Narayana? Because that is their thing. They have done it. We are working on those things.
Okay.
There is nothing terminologies that why they have given, why they are not giving this option. Why is this case sensitive? What is the reason behind? No, sorry, we don't have information about this.
Okay.
We know that this is case sensitive. We have to work based on that if you want to work on a record.
Okay. Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Sachin, you can.
Yeah, Ankit, there is a in your screen it is showing Oracle that below
because
the Oracle
I have
connection.
Given the name. That is my name I have given to my connection.
Okay.
That is my connection name. That name, connection name.
So how to add that connections? There's a
If
system,
you have to click on this plus button.
System and password?
Password is whatever you are setting it while installing it. That will be your password.
System is the username.
Username. It is same. The details are in the video also, Sachin.
Yeah.
Okay. Please check that video. Based on that, you can.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, with this, it might not possible to talk with everyone also. So you just practice it, whatever we have done till now. If you have any question, you can ask me in the tomorrow session. So with this, I'm ending the session. Today, we have learned about insert command. We have learned about select command. We have learned about where clause. We have learned about column alias. These things we have learned in the today's session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn more things with operators. We have it that we are going to start in the tomorrow's session. Now, if we have time, then we can go for option called functions also in our SQL. Thank you guys. Thank you for the today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you guys.